Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to try and remake this cute little folio that I found in yesterday's video where I was going through my idea journal. And this looks pretty straightforward. So let's pick out the paper that we want to use for it. I'm just looking to see, because if it's going to be mostly covered up, I don't want to use some of my favorites. But they're all kind of my favorites, so we might have a little bit of a problem there. Alright, let me just use one that I've got two of. How about that? That kind of narrows it down a little bit. Alright. So it looks like it is 12 inches. And let's cut it at maybe 8. That's what it's looking like. Maybe not, but that's what we're going to do. This is one I did not have the instructions inside, because normally when I put stuff in my idea journal, I try to keep like either where, if I've seen it on somebody else's channel, whose channel it was, or I like to give myself like instructions, but I don't see that in here. Alright, so there's that. Now we need to get our scoreboard out. And it looks like it is scored at 4 and 8 3/4. So that's what we're going to do here. 4 and 8 3/4. And I think we're going to do it this way. No, I can't do it that way. It'll have to go this way because of the way I scored it. I should have thought about that. I mean, I guess it could go the other way. It would just open like this. Let me see. No, let's do it this way. Okay. So we've got that scored. And it looks like I have rounded the corners, so let's do that on this one. And I'm going to look through my scrap box to see if I have scraps that I can use. Okay, so let's ink it up while I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to ink this up really good. I do have some scraps. I don't know how much of the Tim Holtz scraps I have, and I want to use Tim Holtz on this because it would look better, I think. So I may have to use another sheet of 12 by 12, which if I do, that's fine, because I want it to look good, or as good as I can make it look. How about that? So I'm just inking that up, and I will ink the inside up some too. And I've had several people ask me about my my ink blender, where I got this from, and you can get this from the Rambling Crafter. They have a YouTube channel, and they have an Etsy store, and these are homemade. They were designed by Clint, and he makes them, and he does such a wonderful job, and I love these. Love, 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 love these ink blenders. If you have any problems with your hands, these ink blenders are just the way to go. So we're almost done inking, guys. And I could speed up through this, but I've had so many people ask me not to, so I'm going to try not to. don't want you guys to get bored with watching me ink. But, oh well. You can fast forward it if you need to. Let's ink that up too. Alright. I've got that inked. Now, let me see. Let me get my scrap bucket. And let me get out all my Tim Holtz scraps. So there's a piece. There's a piece. Well, we've got quite a few pieces of Tim Holtz scraps. Do I have more? Let's see. Yeah, I got quite a bit of Tim Holtz scraps. We may not have to use anything else. Oops. I'm hitting you guys. I'm sorry. I think we're going to be good. Yep, I think we got enough that we can work with. Okay, let's work with that. So, the biggest piece will be the piece that goes right here. I really didn't want to cover the bird up, but it looks like it's going to be covered. Let's do this blue. Alright, so we need this to be alright, so it is 4 3/4. Let's do it 4 1/2. And we're going to do it this way, no, this way. 4 1/2. And then I know that we cut it to 8. So let's make it 7 3/4. I'm thinking. Should have. No, I think that's going to be good. Alright, so let's put that on. Let's round these corners. And I probably should get my bigger punch, but we're just going to use this one. And just put a thumb pull there. I hate them covering up that bird though. We're going to close it like that, which I may end up still covering the bird, but for now I'm not going to. Alright, let's ink this up. Now on this one I've rounded all of the corners on the little pocket, but I'm not going to on this one. Alright, so let's get this inked up. How does that look? I think that looks good. So let's glue that down. So I'm just going to go on these 3 sides right here. Just like that. And there we go. Okay, I'm liking that. Now it looks like I have 2 pockets over here, which it's going to be a little different, but we're going to go with it on this side. And it's 4 inches, so it would need to be like 3 3/4. I'm just looking to see what I want to use. Let's use this one and maybe this one. Alright, so I'm going to cut it again I'm going to do the same thing that I've done on the other one. I'm going to cut it at 7 3/4. And then this is 4 inches. So let's cut this one at 3 1/2. Let's see how that looks, because I want it needs to have room to get something in and out. We might want to go a little smaller. Let's do it at 3. And then let's do this one at 2. So I'm going to cut it at 2. And then at 7 3/4. Okay, now let's see how that looks. Okay, and because the corners are rounded on that, I'm going to round all of the corners on this. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And because these pockets are going to be stacked, I am going to cut the thumb pull at the same time, because there's no way that I can measure and get it straight. So if they're off now, they're both off together. Alright, so now I'm going to ink this up. And you can, this is a good way to use up your scraps. It doesn't have to be this size. If you've got some scraps that you need to use, just make a little folio like this. That's all you really need to do. You don't have to measure or anything. You don't even need a scoreboard. You can just kind of fold it with your hands. But because I'm like going through my idea journal, I figured I would do it just like what I had. Now let's ink this one up. Okay, and let's do the same thing. Just putting glue on the 3 edges there. And then we want to line this up with that bottom of that one. Perfect. Okay, so now I have a pocket over here, and we did go smaller, so I'm thinking that I may actually what about if we do a stacked pocket here? So let's see. What size is this? This one is 3 1/4, so we could do 3. So let's cut this at 3. And where's the other one I was going to look at? We can cut this one at 3. And now I need to determine if I want it. That would be a really tall pocket. I don't think I want it quite that tall. So let's cut about 1 inch off. I could do it like that. Or should I make it even shorter? I'm thinking I want that. But I'm thinking I want another pocket too. I'm just looking to see what I want. This one's a good size, but I don't like the way the... Okay, so that one's at 3. So let's cut it. Let's cut it right there and see. I think that's it's gonna have to work because I already cut it now. But I could cut the other ones down a little bit. let's do that. Okay, so let's cut this top one here. Let's cut this one just a little bit. And then let's put this one on. And we'll cut it just a little bit. Okay, I like that. Don't throw those little scrappy pieces away because they're great for collage. Alright, so I need to round these top corners. Alright, let's round these. And I'm not going to round the bottom, even though I probably should. I'm going to leave it just like that. Alright, let's cut a thumb pull in it. Just a little bit. Okay. And then now we're going to ink it. And you don't have to ink all of this because it's not all going to show, but my OCD won't let me not ink it. Alright, so there's that. We're almost done. Alright. So we're going to put this one down first. So we're going to go right through here on these three sides like that. And we're just going to line it up and lay it down. And then we're going to do this one. And then you just line it up and put it down. And then one more. And you know it's overkill with the three, but y'all know that's what I do. Okay, now we've got that one lined up. Alright, so we've got the inside pockets done. And so on this one, on the prototype, I have pockets on the outside as well. But I don't really want to cover up that outside. So I do want to have, let me cut this piece. I'm just thinking, it may not look good, but I just had an idea. So I cut it at the 7 3/4, which is what size that is. And now I think I want to just tear this. And let's ink that up. And let's just see how it looks. I may have just wasted a piece of paper, but only one way to know. I just thought it might look cute. Who knows? I might regret it. But we won't know until we try. No, I think it looks pretty good. We're going to put it down anyway. So I'm just going to glue on those three sides. And I'm going to line it up right there and there. Y'all knew I had to glue my table. I think I like it. Okay. So I don't know what I want to do with this. I really don't want to put anything on that. What about if we done some sort of a belly band? That blue don't really go though. We could do a belly band right there. Let's do that. This is maybe already cut at the 7 3/4 because it looked like it was the right size, so we're going to act like it is. And we're going to ink it up. And I like when I can get in here and just craft without actually having to think. Because some days we need to do that. We need to just be able to sit down and craft and not think about whether, if it matches or fits, or you just need to sit in here and start gluing some papers together. I know I love doing that. Alright, and so this would be our front. And we could put a closure, but I don't want to. I don't think. I don't know. I'm still like, I'm wondering, there's so much more we can do, but I got to think about the size of it. I'm thinking, y'all know I'm about to get myself in trouble. Because I'm thinking I want to put a flip. I'm not. Okay. I'm going to stop because I'm about to, like, put this all crazy. But let's see what else. Let's see if we can kind of decorate it a little bit. Put up some of this stuff. Put this back in my bucket, because we can use that. So I do have some strips here. And I think I'm going to like tear it a little bit if I can. And almost use it like a washi. And if you tear towards you, you'll get that white edging or strip. And then if you tear away, you won't get it. But I want that little white edging right now, because I'm going to ink it up and use this little strip as washi tape. Or act like I'm going to anyway. We'll see how it works. So I'm going to tear a little piece off of it because it's too, I want this to be a little uneven too. So I'm just going to glue it right there. Has no purpose whatsoever. It just struck my fancy, that's all. Include that there. And I think I still have, well, I know I still have the labels. Let me see if they're still on my desk from Monday. Yep. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. Well, there's just a ticket to stick right there. And no, I don't want that. Let's see. I've got some different little pieces of stuff here I can put. Let's see how that would look. Ink it up some. Grunge it up a little bit. We've got this. We've got this here. Let's see what that one would look like. just a really grungy. Maybe put that right there. I think I like that there, so let's go ahead and put that there. Let's make a commitment. All right, that's down. Committed. Now let's see. Do I want to put anything else? I mean, sometimes less is more. I think it does need something else. No, I think we're just going to call it done, because whatever journal I can put it in, or whatever journal I go to put it in, I can decorate it according to what that journal itself needs. So I think we're going to call this done. I'm just going to put all my little ephemera pieces. This was a great idea, doing these little ephemera pieces out of scraps. And you see, because I've left it sitting here on my desk, I've used it, you know, a couple days now. So great idea, if I have to say so myself. All right, guys, we're going to call this done for now. This was pretty fun to do. Let me know what you guys think. This is something that you could include in a journal. Make it for Happy Mail. If you don't go crazy like I normally do, you don't bulk it up. It could, you know, it's nice and flat. You have several pockets for tags and journal cards and all kinds of good little stuff. So let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.